Hey guys, welcome back to another C programming tutorial. And as promised, we'll just do programming, just do coding till whatever we have learned regarding loops and other stuffs. Okay, but before starting with that, I just missed one concept, which is type conversion. Okay, type conversion, I'll just show you what it is. Let me just take two variables. I'll take one as int and another as float. I'll name them a and b respectively. Then I'll give the value for a as 7.8 or whatever. Now I know that I've taken a as int, but I'm still specifying decimals. Now that's the whole point of this part of the tutorial. And I'll give b as 150. Now b is supposed to be a float, but still I've given it like this. So okay, now let me just print it. Printf. um, I'll just type a is percentile d, and in the new line I'll just give b is percentile f. Then to specify a comma b and a semicolon at the end. Okay, now as you can see, we had specified the value of a as 7.8, but the computer itself, it'll find out, oh, a was an integer, you cannot put decimal points, so it'll neglect those decimal points, and it'll just take the 7. And similarly, it knows float, it takes the decimal points. So we have just written 150, but it'll add itself all these 5 or 6 zeros, it'll add by itself to indicate that it is a floating point number. Okay, and yeah, let's get to coding. In this tutorial, I'll just do two small codings, two small programs. It'll be distance conversion and temperature conversion. And from the next tutorial onwards, we'll get into something big. Okay. And guys, whenever you make a program, whenever you make a big programs, and make sure that you write the title of the program over here at the beginning, like I've written, like this program is about distance conversion. So it's a good programming practice if you follow it. So yeah, let's just get started. Now what we'll do is we'll prompt the user to enter the input in miles. This is distance conversion. We'll convert the distance which the user enters in miles, we'll convert it into kilometers, feet, and inches. Okay, so we'll just prompt the user printf enter the distance in miles. Okay, and then we'll scan it. Using scanf, we'll store the value. This is a float, so it'll be conversion specifier will be percentile f, put a comma, and ampersand with the variable name, which is miles in this case. Then printf, first we'll print it out in kilometers. The distance in kilometers is, okay, and then we'll just put the floating point number, and instead of making the arithmetic part in a different line, we'll just add it here itself. So miles into kilometers is miles into 1.6. That will give us a distance in kilometers. Now similarly, we'll just print the distance in feet is, and similarly percentile f and comma. For feet, it is miles multiplied by 5280. We'll get the distance in feet. And now the distance in inches is, okay, so put percentile f semicolon, sorry, put a comma, and it is miles into 5280. Now this part is nothing but you're converting it into feet. Now feet into 12 will make it into inches, so into 12. Okay, put a semicolon, it will be readable. Put it in a new line, and there to enter, and there it is. We get the distance in kilometer, feet, and inches. Okay, now for one last time, let me tell you, we asked the user to enter the distance in miles. We took it using scanf. We stored the value of miles using scanf. Then we just printed out the distance in kilometer, feet, and inches using these mathematic things. Okay, so now let's get into temperature conversion. We'll just do it now. So now I've just changed it to temperature conversion in my comment section. Now let's take a variable named float, a float of type float, and I'll just call it temp. Then I'll just printf. I'll just prompt the user to enter temperature in Celsius. Okay, and then we'll scan scanf, and we'll just take that value %f, comma, ampersand and temp. Okay, that will give us the temp value. Now, like in the previous program, I'll just avoid another line for doing the mathematical stuff. The temperature in Fahrenheit is, and we'll just do the math over here, and the formula for that is whatever the temperature they entered, temp, it is multiplied by 1.8 and added with 32. Okay, that'll give us the value. Forgot a percentile f over there. Yeah, 26, and it is 78.8. Okay, so now let's just check it in Google once if we are right or wrong on this. Okay, so there we go. I will just type Celsius to Fahrenheit, and this calculator comes up. We wrote 26 and it is 78.8. So our program is absolutely right. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial. I'll see you in the next tutorial, and we'll do little more complicated things. And to save much of our time, I'll just write the code and I'll run you through that. Okay, so don't forget to subscribe, and if you have any doubt, please leave a comment below on YouTube. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next tutorial.